Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and episode number 16 of our Ar-Âdunâim campaign. In the last episode, we decided to go just full out military, because basically I like playing defensively, just kind of taking it as it goes, simple, safe-ish. But in the last episode, I decided that now we're gonna just put everything into military and really start to try to expand against Gondor. So we took Fanulond and we took Ethring, and both of these settlements are actually quite rich. So hopefully we will be able to hold on to them for quite some time. And speaking of holding on, in the far east, we just barely managed to defend Siakan against an army, a small army, but an army nonetheless, of Khandish troops. So we will have a barracks there in 2 turns, so that will help, of course, but we are also starting to send some reinforcements from Ar-Âdunâim. But as you can see, they will be here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 15 turns, give or take, because there are no roads in this region. And the recommended path was through this area, but you see that brings us dangerously close to a Khandish settlement that they've taken from Harad. So we're gonna go for the longer, safer route through this region and just hope that Siakan will be able to get barracks quickly enough to actually start getting some troops of their own. Another thing I realized is that Methrast, after the recording I just checked, because first of all, like, taking these units into the fort would be just a no-brainer, I guess, doing like so. But also checking Methrast, I realized that it's a stronghold, but I do not even have a meeting hall here. I do not have a meeting hall. I do not even have a master mason's hall. So that's something that we're gonna start working on here in order to just get as good troops as possible in Methrast. The mines suck here, so I'm not gonna get those unless, like, I have a ridiculous surplus of money. But first of all, I'm gonna put all my eggs in the military basket, basically. So these things will of course be necessary so we can get the Great Hall and whatnot. In Umbar, we started a construction that I'm very excited about, the Dark Temple, because that one is going to give us the Melkor's Marksmen and the Melkor's Executioners and the Âdunâim Shadowbows. Those are of course very elite troops that we get from our alliance with Mordor. So I'm very much looking forward to trying them out, that's for sure. We can also train a whole bunch of stuff here if we just want a quick army of trash. Then we can get that in like a couple of turns here in Umbar. So that feels safe. Although I don't do much recruitment here because it's so far away and shipping troops take a long time. Might just have them start walking. Currently all the trained troops go to Khaldun because I just realized, or I just learned how to set spawning points, so to speak. Rally points, sorry, and I can't believe I haven't seen it before because it's right there when I just hover. So that's a bit awkward, but better late than never, I guess. We will keep sending troops up to Baradharn. Very excited about, seeing the Alcaronda's Faithful in the field. That's gonna be fun. And speaking of the field, I'm actually contemplating trying to take on Arahad right away, actually, because we do have a decent enough army here. And if we take Lord Gimilsor out, for example, then I think Erantar will be able to hold Tirithoros. We also have more reinforcements here, so I think we're gonna try to do that. I don't really like what this looks like, that they can't move around. But I still believe that we should be able to fight them. So if we just move out, Tirithoros is happy enough with Erantar, 95. Hopefully we'll be able to just bring Lord Gimilsor back as soon as possible. And you join up with him, quick save, and he actually didn't pull back. If we look at his army, he has a lot of early tier stuff, very battered ballista, but he also has Helen Knights, he has Tirithair Wardens, and a lot of cavalry. 3.5 units-ish. 3 1/4. 3 1/3, whatever. So he has a lot of cavalry, but also just a lot of trashy stuff. Not a lot of archers, but he does have 1.5 unit of Pelargian Marines. He also has the Lamedon Clansmen, who are effective against armor and has excellent stamina. So these are of course going to be a bit scary to face as well. I don't think this is going to be an easy battle, but we are just going to do the best we can with what we got. So let's go and fight this one on the map. Right. I do like that we have the sea to our side here. Let's start the deployment. And I want as big... Okay, they can spawn from anywhere, basically. Look at here. They can spawn all over the map. If we set up our army here, maybe they spawn over there and then it's all going to be weird. But I'm going to guess that they will spawn somewhere over here. I'm trying to think about where they were on the map. On the map, they were like here somewhere. Let's try to see if it's logical like that. I would like you to be in the front lines. I do not have as many late tier troops as I would have wanted. The Númenórean cohort has been taking a beating. Let's set you up. That's a really healthy squad, actually. Put you in shield wall. And one thing that I would very much like... Actually, let's put you down here first. Because I want to use the stake function that the Númenórean marksmen have. So just put out the stakes like that. And you will be marching up and taking a place right next to that. And then I'm thinking about putting something else in its path or behind it. Like you, for example. You have a 6 charge bonus, you have 7. So these could actually be useful to hold the line-ish. Like so. And then we have some archers. I'm going to put behind all of this. I do not have a ballista in this army. But let's put, something like this. Might work. I don't want them to shoot too many of these wonky, weird angles. Also, the ballista usually focuses on the javelin troops. I'm gonna put one on that side, one on that side, and it all just goes to heck if they spawn over here or something. I do believe they were closer to the water on the campaign map. We also have one cavalry unit. Maybe I left the wrong general behind, but the Ar-Âdunâim sentinels are strong, and he also has the ability that I would very much like to use. He is making us a little bit of money in that settlement, but all in all, I'm happy with this. Then we have 2 units of Belakith Axe Guards that we're going to use for flanking. So we can put you over here and both of you over here because we have cavalry on one side as well, like so. And then you stand in the back somewhere. I guess the ballista will be shooting at you. That's the entire army. And now let's see where they spawn. Ew. All the way over here. Well. Sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to go. First of all, let's see if they're actually moving towards us. I guess that they are. Let's reform the lines like so. Group you up like that. And then I want archers. Just need to make sure that my cavalry don't run into my own stakes. You run into position. They are moving towards me, aren't they? Yes, they are. You get into position and you out on one flank. And you out on the other. Cavalry as well. Start running out to the one side. And the general, I do not like our position here, actually. I would like for us to get a better advantage or get to a better angle, but can't always get what you want. You will most likely just be used to reinforce something somewhere. And I actually want you to move back a smidge more. Hopefully you will still be able to have a decent angle. There we go. And cavalry, I want you to try to get some charges off on their ballista, although it is very, very beaten. Oh, they're really defending that one. Maybe we can get them to start running towards us, open that one up, but their cavalry can very easily obliterate mine, which is not great. So actually, might be better to just leave you behind. We'll leave you behind here where you can do some flanking in their backs and whatnot. And you stand over here. You stand behind that like so. And now we wait. Front line, I want you to be in guard mode so you don't run away doing weird stuff. And here we are. The Naru sentinels are already starting to shoot. That's great. Let's see if we can run you over to this side. Let's see, their shields are on their right side, aren't they? Their left side. Okay, so I want you over on this side. Very, very awkward angles here, but I do believe we're getting good enough shots off and not these. Okay, some of them have a decent angle, some don't. Let's see. I actually believe that I should group everything up and then just move you up a little bit closer. Okay. What? Okay, because you're moving, then everyone's not in formation. So when you've stopped moving, I can group everyone up. And are you... Actually, are they moving towards me now? We are the aggressors, so we are the one who needs to keep an eye on the timer. Okay, group up. And... Nope, still doesn't work. Is it because the cavalry is moving or something? No. Then why, I wonder? If we drag like so. Group. Just move. No, that still doesn't work. Okay, then we'll just do it like this. You... Maybe they're actually starting to move. Yeah, okay. Good. So they are starting to move, which means that I don't need to do all of this group moving formation stuff. Just need them to move up a little bit faster. And I also would love for the cavalry to charge into my pikes or to my stakes, but I don't. Okay, no, what happened now? Everyone started to move. Okay, not good, not good. Move into position as quickly as possible. All of the missile troops. Run into position as well. This got weird really fast. Like so. And let's see. You over on this side. Run up as well. At least now our ranged troops should be able to get some pretty decent shots off. And the stakes are over there. Now, I would actually like to shoot at the cavalry as fast as possible. Lebanon Marines would also be good to get shots off on. What are you doing right now? You run up over on this side. And let's see. You stand over on this side. And you stand like so. Because these are so expensive, so I don't really mind if they die. Sounds a bit harsh, maybe. But I do need to consider my economy as well, you know? Keep shooting at their cavalry. And everyone here is in guard mode. You should be able to hold them for quite some time. Now, cavalry is running in. This is not good. Maybe you can attack them. Cavalry, get over on this side, please. They actually managed to get a lot of their charges off. And they have so much cavalry. But now might be a good opportunity to use that ability. Cavalry, we should try to get some charges off. So far, we have lost 4%, killed 15, which is good, but not great. We might be able to kill some of them. Where are you right now? You're actually still in a very good position. We can shoot at the captain's bodyguard. You get a charge off on their cavalry. They are already actually fighting. Defeat seems certain. Only a military genius could win this battle. Yep. I did tell you to attack. I don't know why you're reforming and stuff. One charge here. Yeah, boom. Then pull back. And all of my missile troops need to start shooting at something else. Okay, all of you start shooting at the captain's bodyguard. Feels like that should work. And now they are coming after my cavalry, and like I said, they're actually better than my cavalry. So keep running back. You can shoot at them as well. Great, they actually came back. What's it looking like on all of my flanks right now? You are shooting at my gosh darn general. Not very happy about that. And they are also charging down my Belliceth Axe Guards pretty efficiently. And I think the Gondor Cavalry Militia is good against cavalry. So I don't really want you to be in this position longer than necessary. Run back. My front lines are still holding very well, but I would like to take them down, actually. You can go after them. And I would need something. You can also go after them. I want the cavalry around here. You can keep shooting at them. You can keep shooting at them as well. Oh, they are killing a lot of my general's bodyguards. Let's see. Now, should be done on that side. You can start moving over to the other side. You as well, so you can get shots off in the backs. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Run, please. Now you attack them in the back. And a lot of really wonky, weird angles. You are done. So stand up like so. Actually, at least we are using a lot of our ammunition. We haven't killed as many as I would have wanted. You turn around and attack the Talon Knights in the backs. And I want you to get into a position where you can throw your javelins at the captain's bodyguard. I think that would be... There we go. Start throwing at them. And we're getting some charges off there, which is great. How's it going over here? You attack them. Oof. But fortunately, soon the cavalry will be here. You attack them. How's it going for you? Yeah, you are going to silence the ballista. That is great. You keep throwing at the captain's bodyguard, please. And now you should also be throwing at them, if possible. You can shoot at the Lebanon Marines. You can do that as well. We will just be able to melt them away quite rapidly. Now, they will keep getting javelins thrown at them. Now you can start moving forward, attacking those troops. Good. You should be done with the ballista. Yes, you are. Now, let's see if we can get some charges off with you. We actually have been able to kill their cavalry pretty quickly. You attack them in the back. You can start shooting at them. And you keep shooting into these guys' backs. We are getting juicy, juicy kills here. And you could also get a charge off in the back of the captain's bodyguard. You can stop being in guard mode. And you do not charge into spears head on. Don't have that much of a death wish. We're actually getting quite decent amount of shots off on them. Now, let's see if we can use you to charge the territorial guardsmen in their backs or something. I think we are dealing a lot of friendly fire here, unfortunately. You shoot at them. Are you sure you can't reach them? Now you can reach them. You get into position. You are out of ammunition. I wonder if this was a good charge. Yeah. They've actually broken... Oh, golly. I've charged into my own stakes. Absolutely awful, awful decision. But these things happen in war. Now, they are routing. Cavalry, get around here. You can turn around and attack them. You pull back. You attack them as well. Fortunately, I got to keep some of my cavalry at least. You can try to chase them down, maybe. Now, all of my armor-penetrating troops can just go for whatever troops they have left, basically. Or the captain's bodyguard. You can stay where you are. We're losing a lot of troops in this battle. A fifth of our army, to be exact. How's it going for you? You are... Oh, they came back. Of course they did. Of course they did. God dang it. Come on. Can we get some more shots off on them and they might break again? We just need to get to the 80. Oh, we are already at 88. You go after them. You can get a volley off on them, please. Okay, he abandons his men, but that still means that we need to capture him. Stop being in shield wall. And run after them for the experience. If I should have run into my stakes, I should have done that much sooner. There we go. General captured. And I don't think we're going to heal a lot of troops here either. We do have the faction heir, which should help. You attack them. You attack them. Yeah, the wardens are so strong. All of you move in and attack them, please. And I don't think they break either, unfortunately. So we just have to kill all of them. And allow for them to just kill us. Should not have a lot of units left to capture. Good enough. Clear victory, yeah, but we lost almost 500 troops. And a lot of the Southern Lancers got killed due to my own stupidity running into the stakes. But that happens. And a lot of friendly fire. I think about almost 100 casualties in friendly fire. We did heal quite a few, though. A lot of Belakith Axe Guards that got charged down by their cavalry. So that's good, I guess. MVP of this one are the Númenórean Marksmen with 161 kills. Then Belakith Axe Guard with 136. And Seafarers of Nindamos with 118. Great stuff. At least the battle is won. Took a lot more casualties than I would have wanted. But it was chaotic, and it happens. Now, I will absolutely execute everyone. Enemy camp sacked, and we should... I need to get my spy back over there. We could attack the other Gondorian army as well, and I think that I might as well do that. Clear them out. I don't want them anywhere near me currently. And then we'll just see what troops can reach Tirithamos. You could, but I also want you in Fanulon, to be honest. So if we put you... Let's see. If we put you... Actually, let's just move it towards Tirithamos. We'll have other units to reinforce Fanulon if it manages to hold. Let's see. Low tax rate. That's because we want it to grow, of course. But I don't want you to be poor with taxes. You are not currently. So let's just... How much does this affect it? 0.5%, and he's not going to get the poor with taxes trait. So I think that's going to be worth it. Now, let's quick save again. And I will try to clear out this other army. Like so. 1.3k. A lot of basic stuff. The Blackroot Vale archers are going to be a bit scary. And I don't really have a lot of cavalry to deal with that. They also have a lot of artillery. I think I will just move my entire infantry line just forward and try to attack them as fast as possible. Here we are. Start the deployment right away. And missile troops. You will be part of the melee units. And the Naru Sentinels are always marked as heavy infantry, so that makes it a bit weird. All of you will be in just one big juicy front line. Like so. That we're just gonna march forward and hopefully not suffer too many casualties before just crashing into them, basically. Start the battle. And let's see. Frontline troops, you and you and you and you and you and you. Start moving. Let's see. And both of you run over on this side. All the Belakith Axe guards can move over on this one, because it looks like they are actually going to... They do have a lot of troops. And we also need the archers to be able to provide quite a lot of supporting fire. The Naru sentinels can already reach, and so can you, and so can you. Cavalry run around. I need to try to silence their catapults. Blackroot Vale archers, huh? Interesting. You move forward, and you move forward as well. We're actually getting quite a few shots on the Naru sentinels. That is sweet. And you run around, run around. And both of you should get into some kind of a position to start throwing some javelins. Cavalry, you need to get around here to start silencing their catapults first and foremost, I think. You get in here. This is also going to be really chaotic, I believe. But the Belakith Axe Guards will need to do a lot of heavy lifting today. And you can use the ability now. You attack them in the side. You can move in here. You move around. You move around. And then we'll be able to get quite a few charges off. You can start throwing javelins right in there. And you charge the catapult first and foremost. Archers move up, run up. And then you will start shooting at their Blackroot Vale archers. Oh, dang. They're already broken, actually. Get a charge off there, please. You move forward. You move in. You attack them. You attack them. Cavalry. There we go. Run out of there as fast as possible. And then go after the territorial guardsmen, please. And capture them. Okay, they actually turn back. That works. Now, you are somewhere. Move you up here. Blow the horn. And all of the missile troops, I want you to start shooting at them if possible. Maybe you can shoot here. I think you're going to do a lot of friendly fire, though. Move back. And the cavalry needs to get somewhere where they can just charge them down. You get over here. You can get over there as well. And everyone else, get over here. Yeah, you keep throwing there. I think that's good enough. And they turn back. Of course they did. God dang it. This is such a smart strategy of them. Just breaking a huge group of spears, which will get my cavalry running after them. And then they just turn right back. But we will just be fighting these guys now. You get up here. You are still throwing javelins. Now you turn back. I just want to use you to charge down, routing people. And you get in there. You shoot at them. And the archers on this side also needs to get into a position where they can start shooting at the Blackroot Vale archers. Good. Now there's no problem with the territorial guardsmen's morale. They are shaken. And we have lost 5%, killed 54. That works. We have really encircled them right here. I think some of them should actually start breaking soon. You keep shooting at them. And you get back here and attack them. Maybe we can get a charge off on the Gondor militia. I think that would be sweet. Both of you start throwing at the said Gondor militia. Can we get some kills on the Blackroot Vale archers? Yeah, we are getting a lot of hits on them, actually. They are decent archers, but they are very lightly armored, I believe. So we should be able to get quite a few kills on them. Blow the horn again. These territorial guardsmen are just coming back right now. That was a good charge. Then run straight back. Yep, good. So now, there we go. General captured. We just need to get to the 85 and then we are done. 81 already. You go after them. territorial guardsmen. Watch them come back again from the dead. All of you, keep shooting at them, please. You can start walking towards them. Everyone with a shield, basically, can start moving towards the Black Vale archers. You're already getting shots off. Good. We are at 86, so now the Black Vale archers are very welcome to break as well. Come on. Everyone, run. Just break the Black Vale archers. And I think you are done enough. Go after the territorial guardsmen now, please. You go after them. You can start walking towards them. We are getting a lot of shots off on them, just without archers. I think if we just give them a gentle little tap on the shoulder, they should be clever enough to start running for the hills. Come on. There we go. Continue the battle. Capture as many as possible. This cavalry has insanely high experience right now. So I would like to get them back to... I need to get them back to Umbar to retrain them, actually. But I think it might be worth it just to keep all of this experience. So, capturing Black Vale archers. And that should be good enough. Yeah, we wiped them out. And we only lost 100 troops. So I like this battle a lot more than I did the last one. I think we managed to silence their artillery quickly enough. Not a lot of friendly fire. We didn't heal as much either. But all in all, successful battle, so I'm happy with it. Right, and we will not ransom or release any prisoners of war. Execute them. And now, I mean, it would be fun. If we're not attacked in the next turn, I think I'm going to pull this cavalry back to be retrained. Let's get you all the way back to Umbar. Fortunately enough, you are cavalry, so you move quite fast. But in the next turn, when we have more movement points, I'm gonna want to lay siege to Pelargir, actually. It would be so awesome if we were able to claim that settlement. But we also very much need to reinforce Fanuelond. Gobeltolfalas, you are training some troops. Also retraining the Dulgulbalaks. We need to get units over there fast. You are moving up to reinforce Ethelond. We also have this army in Ethring that I hope that they will lay siege to it and we will have a defensive battle. I think that would be glorious. Theoretically, I do believe that we could... Oh, Inath Gelin Cavalry. That looks like a nasty charging cavalry, actually. And they also have Ithilien Rangers. I just thought it would be fun. Fight them in a defensive battle and just smoke them that way. But I think since they have so few troops, they're not going to lay siege to us unless they have a numerical advantage. Otherwise, they're just going to siege us down forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, basically. Trait increase as well. Infantry Master, beautiful. Enemy army route, so we made a little bit of money there. And you'll be done in one turn. And then I might as well do up the meeting hall right away. I do also want the Master Masons. So let's start with the meeting hall, Master Masons, and then maybe even the guild before we go anywhere else. Retrain what can be retrained. And Dol Amroth, I mean, we are just emptying a lot of our recruitment lines in this offensive. We also have you there. Don't know where I would like to move you. We also have this huge-ass army that I would like to move towards something. But the problem is, Gondor has these armies here, and I am absolutely certain that I won't be able to take out both of them. If I had a general, I would be able to take out one, maybe, but that's basically it. And if we take you out of Methrast, they become really pissy because they're not really happy enough with me there yet, unfortunately. We also have, let's see, I thought I had moved some more generals. Yeah. Oh, golly, I have you here. I would like to put you on a boat to reinforce this army. So that is what we are going to do. Move you into Badalharn. This ship is already being retrained. So in the next turn, we'll put this general over to lead this army. And then hopefully we'll be able to get some fighting going at least kill one of these armies. But Angbor is a beast of a general. Lamedon clansmen, actually not that bad, or not that good. But I do want a leader in this army before I move out with it. Otherwise, it feels like I'm just asking for everyone to be routed. And we could go to Hadanur as well. But I would also like to move on Pelargi. We need to take this settlement, Tirithraid. So maybe that's what we're going to do. Move down with it. And focus on taking, like, this area. Before we start moving more troops over to the Gondorian mainland. Just make sure that we got our backs cleared. But all in all, I think I am as done with this turn as I can be. I have 500 gold left. And I can only recruit trash. Well, let's end the turn. Right. Guild available in Ethring. I actually forgot where Ethring is. Oh, it's over here. Do I want a merchant's guild here? I actually do, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to defend it. Off camera, these blockades were broken, but these ships still can't go anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. I still hold the blockade of Minas Tirith, which should be one of the richer settlements for them. And they are starting to get a lot of fleets now. A lot of Gondorian fleets. They didn't really move anywhere else. Ooh, Linhir. Now, this is what I want to do. Hopefully, we'll have enough movement points if we get you onto the ship. And then drop you off here. And then you can just blockade that one. And now we will be giving this guy an army. So these guys are already where they are, but let's start with pikes. I would like to have more, but I think this is just gonna have to be enough. Then a bunch of shields, so we have a front line. And all the healthiest, actually you can merge up with them. Mustn't forget that we also need the high tier troops. Let's see, how many do we have room for? 4, 8. Let's start you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we have a full stack. You can still hang out in the fort. You keep moving towards Ethelond. And let's see. They are replenishing or giving more units to the army over at Ethering. I still hope that they will be sieging it for just like one turn and then assault it. Because I don't want a lot of my troops to die due to attrition. Maybe you can move into the fort. Can we be that sneaky? We could also move on Kalembel. I think that's what we want to do in the next turn. Just take all of these troops and also some of the ones from Ethelond and then just get moving, basically. And you are so weak. Can we retrain you? We have 3.7k. I do want to do something good with that. Army barracks. Heck yeah. Let's start with that. Now we're basically broke, but then Dol Amroth will be an absolute powerhouse in recruitment here, and I just think that we have to get that investment. And now, Gobel Tolfalas, you can retrain that ship, so you shall. Can't really get any fun troops here, but you are starting with the meeting hall now. About time. Recruitment. Umbar got some high tier troops that we are moving north. We could also get just a lot more stuff here in Umbar. Ar-Âdunâim, you got the Balaketh Axe Guard that is also going to move east. Then we have a bunch of troops in Khaldun that we can move to Gobel Mirlond first and foremost. Barad Han trained some more troops. I've already moved them. Dol Amroth and Gobel Tolfalas. Yeah, we have trained a bunch of stuff. Ethelond, you also got a spy to help with culture. I think that's good. Then we retrained some stuff. Great. Well, Mirlond, you actually have a pretty sizable army in here right now. The problem is that not that many of you have good movement points. You do, though. So, start moving you towards Baladhan. You also move over there. The cavalry, you have movement points to move towards the fort. You will keep going down to Umbar. And you keep moving towards Khaldun. Actually, we can have... Okay. Khaldun is just fine enough without any garrison right now. And you need to keep moving. And you are just one, so you can... You two can join up. And then... Oof. Because they would need to go... Let's see. If we just click for you to go to Siakan. Yeah. This is way too close for comfort. So just walk straight through the desert, please. It can just take the time it has to. This is not good, though. Oh, we got a general. The Lamroth High Palace. Methras, Leather Tanner, Fanulon, Dark Sanctuary. Yeah, got some good stuff. There it is. Minluben. Aim of Age. So that's good. Then we have another general here that we can try to use to beat them back. They're coming with just a captain, so I do like our chances much better than when they came with a general and whatnot. Now, we are already out of money. You will be moving, and you will be moving as well. Umbar, let's see. There's another general that we can keep moving north. You can actually go into this fort to be free upkeep. Units are walking to and fro. Now you move into Tirithoros. You move down here. Tirithrade. I don't see any humongous armies, to be honest. So we're gonna do this. How far can you go? Far enough. You go down here. Get joined by some pikes. And then we are going to lay siege to Tirithrade. Can you get in? That would be swell. We also don't have a ballista to take down the towers, so this one is gonna suck. I think I'm just gonna have to siege it for quite some time. I need the barracks here to get just some kind of unit production. This is a diplomat. So you start moving over here, see if we can get some better visibility of what's going on at Had-Hanur. Good. Now, you are weak, and these fleets are actually pretty gosh darn strong. If you attack that one, clear victory. That's good. And you can't join up with him, unfortunately. Kinda sucks. Can you blockade something? Yes, you can. Good. So that's gonna take some money out of their coffers. These guys are moving towards Linhir, and I have no idea where these humongous Gondorian armies actually went, which makes me a little bit nervous, to be honest. I would like to just get some towers. Doesn't feel like these actually contribute that much to visibility. Can you attack that fleet? 50-50, average defeat. Yeah, that's not good. Yep, we should. Maybe you can attack that fleet then. At least we won. And maybe you can attack that one. Close defeat. Damn. These ships are not as good as they used to be. We just need to go to work again at building a fleet, basically. You go to Baradhan, and we will be ferrying troops from these territories over to the Gondorian mainland. We haven't captured anything, but at least we have already won a couple of battles, and you will be sieging Tirithrade. They have the machine gun towers and a ballista. I guess we'll just have to try to attack from all kinds of different sides. They don't have a general, so at least that's something that speaks to our advantage. And you will be moving. You will be moving in the next turn. Yeah, everyone's moving somewhere, and in 4 turns we will have the Dark Temple here, and that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You will still be hanging out here. Good. Let's end the turn. Bride presented. Yes. Let's get married. Ethring. Not yet. One thing I'm doing, like off camera, this merchant, he's just gonna keep walking until he gets to Bree, basically, because I think that's the best place for us to make money. I don't see any good resource spots here. They could be like gold mines and things like that, but I might as well just have you keep walking north. It's gonna take forever for him to get there, but eventually he's gonna start earning his keep. Path blocked. Marriage celebrations. Recruitment report. Yeah, we didn't get as many troops this turn as we did other ones. And we got a barrack at Sia Khan. I will be retraining everything I can. That's gonna be swell. And we have 1.3k. I want to see what I can do with that money, actually. Faction announcements, retinue expansions. That is great. End of turn report. Gondor is still so strong. And they actually sieged us over at Ethering. So now I'm hoping that they will either attack right away or just very, very quickly, so we can get a juicy siege battle here. We have a lot of spears, so I think we should be fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we will be, of course. And with you, I want you to be ballsy enough to move, let's see, without a general, to lay siege to Kalembel. I would love to see if we could actually make that work. So you get over here, join up, be joined by them, and then we can get you in there as well, and then move to Kalembel. And then we should have, no, we actually have Londgalen. That is also gonna give us a border here, so maybe it would be better to move you east. Actually, no, let's just keep you moving. Keep you moving. They also sieged us over here at this fort, and we have a ballista, so I think it would be hilarious if we go for a one-turn siege at Linhir and take that sucker. And we will also move out to kill Hisaelven, because if they're dumb enough to send a general out alone, then we will be taking advantage of that. Let's see if we can get you in. We could not. God dang it. Play siege, please. Get a bunch of rams and whatnot. Now, I will need to train a new spy. We don't have a meeting hall, so we can't train any spies. So, first we need the meeting hall. Then we're gonna get 2 spies to help with culture growth. We also need the Dark Shrine. But with the spies, we're gonna get really good culture growth as well. So I think that's just gonna be good enough. Increase attacks just a smidge. That doesn't grow this one at all, but eventually we will start growing it. I actually think I'm gonna go for Linhir here. I think that would be hilarious. Although this army is really weak if they were to decide to attack it. Let's see if this might work. Both of you jump on to... Okay, we don't actually have the movement points. Drop those troops off. And we cannot join them up either. 135. No idea. And 21 to 38. I don't think we will be able to beat those guys, actually. Let's put you here for now. And if we move you onto the ship, then we can drop them off here. Put you onto that boat as well. And then you can go back to Badalharn. Cool. We got sieging over there. And let's see if we can get you out to get some better visibility. I don't want to be too cocky with him, though. There we go. There we go. Now, let's just move out and kill the general first and foremost. I think this should be enough. We just need to make sure that we're also able to move back with him, because otherwise it would be so awkward. Let's fight this battle on the map. Right. Not the best weather, but I think we can live with this. Start the deployment. And archers. A lot of basic archers here, but our armies are going to look like this for quite some time until we are comfortable in our expansion, so we can just hold for a little while. You can also be with them like so. And we'll have you on this side. You will be charging stuff in the back together with these guys. I think that's all we have. That's all she wrote. Flaming shots, fire at will, and start. And I mean, You can take all the time you need until you start moving. Because I'm just gonna try to get as many free kills as possible with the ballista, actually. Ammo. I mean, are they really that tanky, or did we miss all the shots? Yeah, we're actually getting some kills. There we go. Now they're starting to move. And the ballista have started to miss all the shots. There we go. Gonna slow down a little bit now, just so I don't do anything too rash. Problem is here that we don't have any Belliceth Axe Guard, so we basically don't have any... We don't have any units that are effective against armor. At least all of our basic ass archers are starting to shoot. I don't think they're gonna get a lot of kills here actually, but at least they might be able to slow them down for the ballista to get some shots off. And hopefully some shots off that are gonna hit. What if we move our captain up? I want them to get tempted to move on to some unit and not moving towards the front line. So we can just buy ourselves a little more time to hit them with our ranged troops. Gondor militia. Nope, we did not manage to tempt them. But as soon as we have them locked into melee, we will just be doing cycle charges with the cavalry, basically. Try to kill them that way. You can run up behind them, so you're already in position. They are starting to run. We killed almost a third of their troops. Actually, we might use the Gondor militia to tie them up. I would love for the ballista to be a bit more accurate. I understand that it's difficult. Let's see. Who would be the best here? Gondor militia. I'm gonna throw them in here. And you will be in shield wall. Move up. Keep shooting them. The ballista might get one more shot off. We're getting these weird ass arcing shots that I'm not a big fan of. I don't think our archers are able to kill anyone, basically. There we go. Point blank. Now move back. Both of you move up and attack them. You run back. Run back. Run back. You move up. Cavalry, get ready to do some charges here. Come on. Tie them up. There we go. And you. There we go. Archers, all of you can actually stop shooting right now. Just run back. Because now it's going to be the cavalry who's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Just like so. And now run back. We've killed 41%, so we might not have killed as many as we wanted with that charge. And a lot of them are stuck as well. Golly. That one hurt. Did we kill anyone? I think we just barely managed to kill like one. Get into position again. You can attack. I'm not gonna use the captain because if he breaks, it would be so awkward. And now, go for a charge. Are we able to get anyone? No. We are not able to get anyone with our charges. But I'm still gonna go for the charges, just back and forth. Stop being in shield wall and just pull out, fight them now, please. Don't need to run back that far. Let's see, 60% left. Let's see if we can go for another charge here. You just see that some of their units are bloodied up. Come on, and run back again. Yeah, I don't think we managed to kill anyone with that charge. We are just losing our own troops. They're down to 19. Just keep fighting. Use the Gondorian troops. We don't want to waste our Black Númenóreans or our Beligair units. Okay, where are you going right now? You. Keep attacking them. Down to 7 troops. Now you can go for charge in their backs. Maybe this little group, if we are able to get a charge off on them, that would be sweet. Yeah, I think we actually managed to kill someone in that charge. There we go. Continue, because we need to chase the general down. So we actually capture him. Otherwise, all of this will have been for naught. Come on. There we go. General has been captured, and I think we're gonna get the last one as well, just for good measure. Beautiful. Did I actually hear the ballista shoot? We lost 53, killed 83. So all in all, I'm actually pretty happy with that, considering that we fought a captain's bodyguard. Not a lot of friendly fire. The Gondor cavalry militia killed 3. 11. Yeah, cavalry did not do great. The ballista actually got the kill crown here. 24. Gondor militia 19. Actually did fairly well for an early tier troop. All in all, I'm happy that the general is dead. Now just hope that we can actually get back to the settlement as well. And we will execute everyone as usual. And actually, oh, yes. Oh, we already have a ballista. I was just thinking that, oh, we can use this ballista as well. For now, let's move you back to Fanjuland. We can't retrain anyone because we don't have a freaking meeting hall. But we are gonna try to take Linhir in one turn. You have trebuchets and whatnot. Ew. But what I'm a bit scared of is that this army is actually going to move towards Dol Amroth. Because I do believe... No, maybe... I don't really know which regions Dol Amroth border. Because I think Dol Amroth is this big thing. So they do border Tarnost, for example. So they could move this army to Dol Amroth and try to take that one. So you are free upkeep. Let's just move something back to Dol Amroth. In 3 turns, we will be able to retrain a bunch of stuff. But we are not quite there yet. But I'm gonna go for the attack on Linhir now. Would be awesome if we are able to take another Gondorian settlement. You will be moving... Yeah. Let's move it to Linhir. And we are going to do a 1-turn siege on this one. Hopefully the ballista will be able to take down the gate. And then we'll just push everything in, basically. So what do you have? These guys are going to get super scary. The Fountain Shield Guard, they can basically hold forever and ever and ever and ever and ever against everything that we have. So we might be the case that we'll just have to go for taking... for the battle timer, basically. But... we are going to take it. We are going to do that. The only question is how many casualties are we going to sustain in the process. But all in all, we're going to do the best we can with what we got. Let's fight this battle on the map. And here we are. Start the deployment right away. I would like to go for some place. Don't have this gosh darn many towers. Like this, for example. They don't have... They still have a bunch of towers, but don't have that gnarly 3rd one. And I think they have too many troops for them to just hang out on the square, all of them. But hopefully that's where they will be. All the pikes. We have a bunch of Belgian footmen. And, oh, we also have some Gondorian troops that we're gonna throw in first. Awesome. And we have you... Actually have a bunch of Belaketh Axe Guards as well. That will be useful for flanking the Fountain Shield Guard. You over here, you over here, you and you over here. I think we moved everything. Yeah. Fight the battle. See how far up we can move. Because we need to get this this gate down. And now it rains. God dang it. Come on. That is not good enough. Okay, move up closer. It's okay if we lose a couple of troops. We just really need to break this gate down. There we go. 58, and we are about half of the ammunition. Come on. This is way too close for comfort. There we go. And just for good measure, take down, start aiming at one of the towers, because here they come. You run in as fast as you can. Attack them, and then we'll have you charge in as well. Belaketh Axe Guard. Maybe have running around the side. I'll have you run around as well. Okay, we actually managed to get one of the towers down. That's awesome. And you will be useful. So will you. Now we'll just need to run through here. Slow down. We just need them to not get close enough for the towers to be activated. There we go. And the cavalry is going to run around and go straight for the square. Might not be the smartest of moves. You and you and you also run around the square. And this is going to be brutal for quite some time. They have so many good troops. Actually, let's put you up here. And see if they are able to shoot down. Oh, the towers are actually active. Ouch. But we just need to try to get as many advantages as we can. You need to run around this side. Don't know why you want to walk. There we go. Run, please. Good. The Gondor militia are getting their asses handed to them. But, I mean, I'm fine with that. We can blow the horn. We just don't want them to break. And a lot of these units are kinda getting stuck on stuff. The archers are on their way. Just need all of them up on the walls. Good. Now, where are you right now? Good. You are over here. So you will not be running back quite yet. But the Belaketh Axe Guard, you can come in and just sandwich the units over here. And I think that's the best shot that we have to actually kill these guys. The towers don't seem to be active, which I'm very happy about. And you still hang out on the square. I don't want you to charge in here because that would be literal suicide. We also need to keep an eye on the battle timer so that one doesn't run out. Get up on the wall, please. We are losing a lot of Gondorian militia, but I'm fine with that. Don't know why you're... Okay, now you're starting to walk up or move up. There we go. You get over here. You get over here. And you get over here as well. All of the Belaketh Axe Guards need to just charge into their backs. So far, we lost 7%. Actually killed 19. That is not half bad. I think a lot of them are just territorial guardsmen and the cavalry, though. You... Okay, what in the actual bejesus? You have stopped walking. Start shooting at them, please. You almost have everyone up. You almost as well. Oh yeah, this is gonna be sweet. And then all of the Belaketh Axe Guards that we have will just be charging into their backs, and I think that's gonna be glorious. You get down here. You get down here. We just always need to keep an eye out on the timer. And we are dealing a lot of damage with the archers. So, I mean, I'm happy about that, to be honest. Keep shooting. We can just shoot at the... Actually, now we can stop shooting because I think we're dealing a lot of damage to our own troops. And you charge in. And then we're just gonna bare knuckle it, basically, on the square. Now we are moving. The Fountain Shield Guard still have 96 units. What the dang hell? Didn't I tell you to not shoot anymore? Actually, I would much rather have you run up and start to shoot at the Captain's Bodyguard. The Fountain Guard is gonna just hold for a long-ass time. But at least we have the Belaketh Axe Guards fighting them. We have half of the battle timer left. Maybe we should have you run around as well. And you can start walking this way. Territorial guardsmen are also in some kind of a position. 15 to 50. 15 to 51. Okay, now they turn their backs, which is great for us. Blow the horn. And, all of you, get over here, please. And start shooting at the captain's bodyguard. That's what I want you to do. Because I think you are basically the only one who's going to be able to deal any damage at all to them. How's it going here? Fountain shield actually down to 70. Now we're starting to go to work on them. That's great. Just always keep an eye on the battle timer so that doesn't run out, because it would be so awkward if it did. You stand over there. Let's see if we can get you into a position to capture the square from another angle, because I think their general is going to start walking towards the Naru sentinels when they start shooting at him. Start shooting. And I think I think we might actually be fine over here. Oh! You keep going after the Fountain Shield Guard, please. We just have so many troops. We lost a fifth of our army, so I mean, it's not perfect. But we had a full stack. So, I think it's okay. Would also like to just get one charge up in their backs, but the problem is that my entire general's bodyguard is gonna get killed right away, basically. If they charge in. We would rather just have to run in with everything we have. We might actually need to start doing that already now, so we will start moving you away. Fountain Shield Guard still have a couple of troops left. Couple of troops. But we need to start going to work on the captain's bodyguard. Where are you right now? Okay. This might not really be what I wanted. And yeah, you're all just stuck in the middle. Fountain Shield Guard is down to 39, but we will need to start taking some of the Belaketh Axe Guards away to deal with the captain. You seem to be ready to do something else. You can move back, you can move back, and you are already not doing anything. Oh, okay, we have a lot of mixed troops here. You start walking around to fight their general instead. Fountain Shield Guard is down to 30. They are sturdy boys. 82. We are actually getting some kills off with the Naru sentinels, but we will need to charge in and do that rapidly, because I do not want to lose this battle due to the freaking battle timer. And let's see. Till we have run out of ammunition. Actually, let's see. One more volley. If we're just starting to kill them. Not really. You charge in. You can stop shooting. Now the Belaketh Axe Guard is gonna move in. Just some archers that I don't really think we're gonna need that much. And it might actually be worth it to try. I mean, we do have a lot of time left. I don't really need to feel as stressed as I am. You can move up to the side, and I would like to see if we can charge them in the back with you. Nope. And over here, please. Run over here. And then you'll be attacking them in the back, just effectively sandwiching them. You move on to them, please. And the Fountain Shield Guard. Are there any left, really? Yeah, there are 4 of those bastards left. We have lost almost a fourth of our army. Just fighting Fountain Shield Guard, basically. I think those are the only ones who have dealt damage to us. Now, let's see. Now, you attack them, please. And we might... No, I'm not going to risk it. We do have infantry to spend, and I do not want to risk my general dying in this battle, but a lot of our Belliceth Axe Guard is actually going down. Let's see, how good are you in melee? 828. 828. Okay, so we have better defense, but identical attack stats. Now, there we go. Now we're done. You start moving up. You start moving up. They are exhausted, so they're not really as efficient as one would want them to be, really. You should be, okay, also exhausted. Awesome. But now we can just fast forward and hope that we kill these units fast enough. We have killed 88, but remember that these Captain's Bodyguard, ironically the General's Bodyguard, but they are really, really sturdy. So they can hold for a long time. And I might be wasting more troops than I necessarily have to, just because I don't want the battle timer to run out. There we go. Now all of my melee troops just go to work on the Captain's Bodyguard, please. And then we'll just merge some stuff. There we go. Merge some stuff, and then we should be able to hold this settlement, because it has ballista towers, and we do have a lot of spears. Great. I mean, we lost way more troops than we might have wanted. 700 to 500. A fourth of our army, give or take. And some friendly fire, not too much. Goodman, 151 sustained, 35 inflicted. 133 sustained, 100 inflicted. 196 sustained. Gondor Militia, golly, you took a beating, but you killed 64. But I think that's just territorial guardsmen, basically. But all in all, I'm actually happy with the result. And Linhir is ours. Beautiful. Take Linhir, and they do not like us, so I'm actually gonna sack that one. And we will keep it on normal tax rate, because I don't think that you have any trait that applies to taxes. Poor with taxes. Okay, so you already have the poor with taxes trait. Then we might as well keep it low, make them happy. And start with the city upgrade and also the Dark Sanctuary. Let's see if there's anything we can destroy. Like stables, for example. Meeting hall, fairground, inn, roads, Mason's Guild House. That is awesome that that wasn't destroyed in the sack. We have a blacksmith, armsmen's guild. I think that should be applicable to us. Shipwright, chicken farming, siege works. I think we could actually destroy that one, because we can't retrain the ballista here anyway, because we need 25% culture. Right, so for now, let's just destroy the siege works. And then we'll just rebuild it when we can, I guess. Get a spy, retrain some troops here, because these will all get like the melee upgrade, I'm guessing. So just, oh, we healed a lot of the Gondorian troops. So, start retraining, making some more money. Now we have 7k in the bank. Now let's think about what we want to do with all that money. Roads would be good, because that makes the troops move faster, which would be great for everyone involved. You do not have the barracks yet. And you will keep sieging Tirithreir. I think I'm going to try to take that one in the next episode, actually. I know what we need. What we desperately need. Ships. Actually, we need that one. And let's see. Do you have... Oh, right. You're already retraining whatever you can. And culture, you do have the Dark Sanctuary. So I'm thinking if we should already start with the practice range here as well. Because I do want to make sure that we at least can train the basic stuff since Siakan. You will keep moving. And you will keep moving. Ar-Âdunâim. A guard barrack might actually be worth it here. So we can train Númenórean troops and start sending them north. But I also want to keep an eye on what we got in these regions. Gobel Tolfalas. We also do need just more military. I think a Great Hall would be nice here because, let's see. You are actually a stronghold. You have the highest level. So I would like to get a great hall here, so eventually we can get the army barracks. And I am not going anything for ranged, which is probably very stupid, but that's the way I always play, basically. I just don't play with a lot of ranged troops in general. Not even as an elfish faction did I do that. Train them, also get some boring ass archers just to have something. Right. 678 in the bank. Enemy army routes, that is great. Eventually I do want the Merchants Guild, but everything is under siege now, so, you know, whatever. And you can't move anywhere. You have an army there, so might not want you to move already, necessarily. I wanted to just drop the troops in one turn, basically. Because I do not want these guys to falter. And you take out that fleet. There we go. And then we can put you here, for example. Right. Now we are building everywhere where we can. And we are also... I'm just going to go through and see if there's any just basic troops that I can train in any of my settlements. Of course, not in any of these. Tirithoros. Nope. And in one turn I'll have the meeting hall, and then we can train the spies, and that will help with the culture quite a lot. Nothing here, nothing I can train either. Okay, here we actually can train some stuff, which is swell. Ooh, yes. Starters. Actually, we can just move you to this fort right away, and you can start moving there as well. And then Gobelmirland. Okay, here we go. I'm actually gonna go for 540 either way. Let's go for some pikes. Great hall, actually. Maybe we should save the money to get the army barracks in the next turn, because I'm not sure. I should have the money for it. Let's get those troops. And all of you can now start moving north as well. Maybe this is a bit cocky, actually, but I think we should be fine. We are laying siege to Tirithraid already. And you... Let's see. We have room for one unit here. What if we do this? Then we have room for 2. And if we do this, we have room for 3. So I'll take you and start moving you to join up with this army. That should be great. You keep moving down to Umbar, where you will be retrained. Might actually be worth it to get a conscription camp here. We can't get a conscription camp. We don't have a big enough city. Or maybe it's because it's a castle. I don't really know. You are moving. All of you. Right. That is good. You can start moving directly to Tirithoros. But we also need to keep in mind that we need more troops. You move into Faniland. That we need to ferry troops over to this side as well. Because Gondor has a big ass stack here. Big old stack. That might fall soon. Right, we are moving everything. We are getting troops over here to Tirithraid. We have taken Linhir, so we actually do have a couple of armies here. Would be nice to take out Angbor's army out in the field, to be honest. But yeah, we do have the movement points for it, and we can send reinforcements from over here. At least like the cavalry. But yeah, it would be interesting if we were actually to wipe out that army. That would be huge. But for now, I think I'm happy with the current state of affairs. And there's nothing more we can do here, really. You will be moving to lay siege to Kalembel. And then, since that is a city, so if we just sack it, I don't know if we're actually going to be able to keep it. But I plan on just taking it for starters, and then we'll see how everything goes. I also thought that Isengard will be a bit more involved in attacking Gondor, because they are at war, and they haven't really done shiznits about them. Keep going over here, and we get you. Oh, I wanted you in the port. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end the episode, actually. So, Ethring is under siege. If they attack soon, shouldn't really have a problem with taking out that army. And we took Linhir. That army is still actually pretty strong. We do have some kind of an army, really mixture of troops in Fanulon that should hold for a little while. And we have moved with Lord Gimilsor to lay siege to Tirithraid. And if we are able to take that one, then we should be done with Gondor here in the south. So I'm actually contemplating if I want to just either hold this to make money. I think that actually might be a good idea. Or just give it to Harad and help them in the war against Khand. But I think I'm going to hold this one. And hope that Harad takes some of the Khandish territories here. Like this, for example. It's all of that. I don't even know where that city is even. Or where to claim that one. But I think it would be great for us to do that. Help Harad as much as possible. So we'll basically need to have one army routing around over here. And like 90 armies working on the Gondorian mainland. But at least we are moving forward. So we are not as passive anymore. We are just going balls to the walls with the military. And hoping for the best, basically. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. I will see you in the next one.